Hello, Padawans. All right, time for week 9 picks. We won Baltimore on Thursday night, bringing us to 87, 37, and 1. Not bad. The injuries this week were negligible. I mean, they balanced out quite a bit. The only injury that's really of concern to me for this week's games, is Kyler Murray for the Cardinals. He's undefeated in the stadium that the Cowboys play in high school, college, and the pros. So usually he plays pretty well there near his hometown. Anyway, maybe Dallas should have traded for him a couple of years ago and saved a lot of Arizona Cardinals fans the grief of trying to figure out whether they want to keep him or not. I don't have a problem with him at all. I mean, I think that the biggest problem for the Cardinals is offensive coordinator Drew Petzing and the fact that they don't have sturdy guards. The pressure comes up the middle. He doesn't have time to get out of the pocket or respond half the time. And that's the biggest problem with his game. When he has time, he makes some amazing passes. So if the Cardinals want to take going forward seriously, they should draft at least 2 starter quality guards next year and get a real offensive coordinator. Anyway, on to this week's picks. Keeping in mind I did go through all the injuries, even for the games that I was sure of. I have San Fran over New York Giants at the Giants. Losing Cam Scatabo is going to be horrible for them. He was becoming their draft horse. He had 7 touchdowns in the last 5 games, and it was a severe injury. Broken fibula, dislocated ankle, and a torn tendon. They didn't say Achilles, and I'm hoping it was a different one. But he is a special breed of football player, and my heart is broken for both him and the Giants. I'm not a Giants fan, but I love that kid. We have the Los Angeles Chargers at Tennessee. That one's pretty much a no-brainer, which means Tennessee is probably going to win, but I'm going with the Chargers. Minnesota at Detroit. Detroit has a few more injuries, but they're at home and they're a better team than Minnesota. So Detroit at home. Atlanta at New England. This one could have gone either way, but I went with New England because they're at home. Indianapolis at Pittsburgh. Negligible, but Indianapolis has turned out to be a little bit better team, so I'm going to go with the road win and the Colts. Denver at Houston. My original pick was for Houston at home. Looking at the injury report, it favors Houston a little bit, so they're at home. They're both good teams, so I'm going with Houston at home on this one. Chicago at Cincinnati. Chicago had a little bit worse, and if Joe Flacco plays and they're at home, they should be a winner. He's questionable, but he definitely turned their season around. So I'm going to go with Cincinnati at home, but it was very close. Carolina at Green Bay. I have the Packers. Had the Packers from the beginning. Negligible injuries on both sides. Green Bay at home. They're just hard to beat. New Orleans at the Los Angeles Rams. Yeah, I had them from the beginning. Looked at the injuries. There wasn't anything there that could dissuade me from the Rams at home. Jacksonville at the Raiders. I have not looked at this one. For some reason, the injury report I had skipped this one, so I'm going to be right back. Okay, Travis Hunter is out. That matters. They're on the road at the Raiders. Jaguars are favored by 3, but I think I'm going to take the Raiders at home on this one. Just a hunch. Let's see, what else do we have? We have Kansas City at Buffalo. That one was easy, Buffalo. Seattle at Washington. I'm going to go with Seattle on this one. They're just a feisty team, and Washington's been struggling a bit. And then Arizona Cardinals at Dallas. I'm a diehard Cardinals fan, and trust me when I say I die hard. Every weekend they play, it seems to be a curse. I don't know why. But I'm going to eat another helping of Cardinals love, and I'm going to go with the Cardinals at Dallas because, like I said, Kyler Murray hasn't lost in that stadium. Hopefully that carries us through. Maybe Drew Petzing is worried about losing his job like he should be. Like, I've been calling for him to be fired since week 4 of last year. Dude can't get the ball to wide receivers. It's not hard. A slant? Crossing pattern? Come on. It's not hard to get a wide receiver a catch here or there and get them going. But he doesn't do that. In 2 years, Marvin Harrison Jr. has one target under 10 yards. That means he doesn't understand the game of football. Anyway, that's my picks. And for final score on Monday night, let's go 27-23. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe out there. Like I said, I lost one of my best friends a little over a week ago, and my heart's broken. Don't break your family's heart. Be safe out there, man. Take care.